Welcome back to the XDS Custom Shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
There he is. We're playing through this one. We've got a fresh board build. Eric, would you do us a kindness and walk us through this baby? And maybe
I would love to do a kindness.
And maybe play a little bit as we go.
This is a legit board. I love it. We say that about most of them, really all of them. I feel like
we're not kidding either.
No, sometimes I feel like a late night host where it's like, we got a great show tonight. We got such and such is here. We're gonna go out this, and some nights are dogs.
We're lucky though. This is
there's really not ever been a bad pedal board.
There's not been an awful one.
Even the crappiest pedals can.
It's like pizza.
Cool.
Even the bad pizza is.
Did anybody else used to eat a lot of little? What were they called? Hot and ready pizzas by Little Caesars. I used to eat a lot of them. College, after college.
No, you don't need to
qualify.
I
stopped eating them, and then I tried to eat one maybe 5 years ago, and it did a number on me.
Like hurt you?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I think they're great.
That's the end of that.
If they're hot and ready.
Even when they are not. Well, they're always hot and ready. That's the selling point.
You'd like to think so. That's what Little Caesars would like you to think.
Well, they are. You go in there and say, I'll have one, and that you can see them in the little heated area.
Sometimes they're not ready. Sometimes they're not hot.
Yeah, I went there enough.
So back to the this pizza, fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
What's going on with this board?
Well, it's on a Metro 16
Is
pedal
it though?
train, but your eyes are not deceiving you. Well, it is 16 this dimension. It's supposed to be 16 by 8 inches, but you say, oh, what's this? It's really 10 inches? Something is amiss.
What sort of
over here.
Wizardry?
Look at this little bit of extraness back here.
So Eric did one of our laminate tops.
This is probably an easier way to see it. You did the console for this when I was not here.
Yeah, I should mention, this is for our good buddy Joey O. And he had a very specific vision for what he wanted with this and the layout. And so, as we are wont to do here, we accommodated.
It's a service industry, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled my eyes a little bit at first and quickly decided that I was wrong because I really like it. I think it's awesome.
It is. Let me come up here and show the folks. It really is like a smart size with that extension. Now it doesn't fit the case anymore now.
No.
But it's a good size.
I think not my dream. Let's not be that hyperbolic here. But I think a pedal train Metro 16 the size of a junior board would be awesome.
Yeah.
Or even 16 here and just a little bit deeper.
Well, I think 16 by 10 here looks pretty good.
This is a pretty good size here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very good and good stuff on it. Start here at the Shure Wireless. Hey, it's over here. The battery's dead. It's getting charged. Comes around here to a wireless defeat on it.
Yeah, I'll swing out here and show them the
plugged in
interface.
here. So it comes into the box, and if you don't plug that in, you get wireless. Plug it in, you get wired.
You get cable.
Get some sound. So out of here then to Poly Blue Octave.
And I was telling Joey, this is a sleeper. We don't see many of these.
A great pedal.
But it's so cool.
And it does a lot of things too. So let's say you just want some octave stuff. Monophonic stuff. Kind of like the old Octaver things that are, so if you try to do 2 notes, it kind of farts out.
Right.
It's funny.
Kind of a blue box thing.
Yeah, but that's cool. It'll do the up and down. That thing, so you can do fake organ stuff with it. If you're good at that. What else will it do? The fuzz on it's cool. It sounds like the growler from the Line 6.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of. So that mod is, it's just really fun. We're getting invaded by aliens. Is what it feels like.
And then the growler sound is you retaliating.
Yeah.
All right, you sold me. Cool. I want one really bad now.
Yeah, they're super fun. They make a double size version in this size box that I think does some other stuff.
Man, that one I would take all day long.
Yeah, that one might be a different pedal.
Yeah.
Either way, very cool.
Yeah.
The next is a wah pedal in the vein of Morley wah, where you just step on it and you're getting wah.
Mm-hmm.
You let off of it, you're out. I don't prefer this kind personally.
The auto one?
The auto one. I don't.
Tell them why, Eric.
Well, I don't know how to explain it. When I played a lot, we had some songs where I would do a thing where I would, I can't really do it here, but there would be parts that would be kind of like and it would get brighter and more aggressive, and then I would stamp it off real quick as I hit the downbeat of the chorus. And you can't really do that with this.
You definitely your entry and exit is totally different.
The where it kicks back into bypass it's not quick enough for the way I used a wah, but that's a pretty specific case.
Yeah.
And
got it. Yeah. Auto wah isn't fast enough for you. You're too fast for auto wah.
No, I just like to use them in a different way. I think it's what's a good analogy. You just get used to the limitations of a thing that you have. My first pedal I ever got was a wah pedal for Christmas when I was 14, maybe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty awesome. And you just get used to it. When you turn it on, it's really bright. Mm-hmm. So I think if that's your baseline, getting used to it, when you turn it on, it's dark.
Yeah.
It's just kind of different. But,
yeah,
that's why
I like the auto wahs personally.
You would. Next is a Red Llama.
All that I'm not better than the wah disintegrated quickly into no kidding, you like the auto wah. All right, Smalls, way huge Smalls, Red Llama. Very nice.
Those are cool. Gate, listen to the silence. It's incredible. I think those are nice gates. They have a pretty pleasing
action
way they grab, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like those. Not much to say there. Blue Hippo.
I was surprised about how cool this is.
These are beautiful sounding. And they can do vibrato if you want.
Oh, pukey. Very nice.
I think those are good. Carbon copy deluxe here. Delays. And they're fun because you can do this kind of stuff. Whenever I do that, I think about that internet clip that I don't know the guy's name, but he has something about when you make a mistake with delay.
Oh, it goes forever.
He's doing and it just and it cuts
Forever.
to him making a sandwich later in the day or something like that. I think about that every time.
So after your mistake exposer,
Yeah. Tremolo here, which I think these sound really nice. Oh, it's meant to be, y'all.
oh man,
So here's my future board. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be a King of Tone pedal. What else is purple?
are you going to take all kinds of purple? Because that poly blue, despite being called blue, is kind of purple. Is that purple enough?
It's not even a little bit purple. What are you talking about?
Sorry.
You know what? The way the light catches it sometimes looks purple.
Thanks.
Fair. But I like these. I think they're cool.
And that's the last thing. Joey is very adamant, almost militant about that tremolo should be last. And he has a point. A lot of your blackface amps, the trem is the last effect and chops the tails of everything that came before it.
It's true.
So it's not a bad hill to die on.
It's not. I think a lot of this order stuff, people are a little too dogmatic about. If you've really put a delay in front of reverb and vice versa, they don't sound that different.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
Say goodbye, Eric.
There's a difference, obviously, but it's not that big of a deal. And as soon as you got some cymbals crashing,
that's true.
It's gonna sound the same.
Drummers do ruin everything.
This high end.
I think
stuff
for all the people that you alienated with your order comment, you will get a
by ragging on drummers.
You will get them all back by ragging on drummers.
I think we all know it's true.
All right, so out from the tremolo
out to the interface here,
which is,
and it's got a dual output here.
So that is split.
There's a transformer in there for the second out here. So you can put a second amp. Look, I'm going to put it over here. I only have one amp hooked up, but it still works. And I can lift it. I can flip the phase on it.
Which in this case...
This is what phase flipping sounds like.
Oh. It really fell up or down there.
You can really tell the difference when it's by itself.
We should do a video on that.
We should. I wonder how it would translate to the phone there.
I think we'll find out. That would be kind of cool.
It's pretty fascinating. It's a little bit counterintuitive. I remember when I first learned about it, because it sounds wider out of phase.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you can quickly do it that quickly, it kind of plays a trick on your brain. When it's right, it sounds like it brings it to the middle.
Right, which it does.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah, it really depends on where you're standing. So that would be an interesting thing to show how we'll move the mic into the amp, and phase doesn't make any difference. Move it away, and it makes a big difference. So
yeah, it could be informative.
But that's the whole thing, soup to nuts. And then what's going on underneath?
There is a CS6 under here, giving everybody the good stuff.
We've ganged some stuff up.
A couple things over here, because the trem and this poly blue are pretty hungry, relatively hungry pedals. So they're over here on the 500s. There's a couple 200s here, so that powers the Shure. And then really all the rest, it wouldn't matter. I happen to put the Hippo over here because that's the way the cable worked. And then the carbon copy. And then all these other here's are Sharon.
And I know some people may have some questions because like, oh no, Eric, nobody's going to be able to hear you.
Everybody but us heard that microphone crash on the ground.
I know some people may have some questions because like I think the supply that ships with the Shure is actually pretty stout, but you actually measured each one of these pedals to determine what it was actually drawing. And then made your decisions on where to put it based on those measurements.
True.
So you can't always trust, certainly hopefully the supply that ships with your pedal is sufficient, but it may not be necessary.
They're always going to ship with something that will give you more than you need.
One would hope.
Yes. In my experience with pedals,
assuming competence,
I've never seen a pedal come with a factory one that wasn't up to the task of powering the pedal again.
But this is a very solid board. I really like the size of it.
I think it's fantastic. What a good size.
And
We've got these up a little bit higher here so you can get them. This is going to be on all the time, so it's nice and low. And I made sure the switch is lower than the wah
look at
here.
that.
So I did have to bring it up a little bit to get some cables under it there.
That's the kind of love and attention you can expect.
Because look at this. Where else was I going to put a hole in this thing to get these wires over
It's
here?
pretty tight.
I wasn't going to do it down here. I'm going to have to jump over this thing or cut a hole in it.
For the birds.
Total birds. So yeah, the hole's over here. So
All
this
right.
has to go away.
Well, there you go. If somebody wants to send me a poly blue, I'll gladly take it. And if you need something like this or something completely different, give us a call. We'll talk to you then.